notes are mental.
As in I have, the notes in my head.
Oh, no. Oh, you needed to explain it to me. That's good.
Not that.
I love a joke
Not
to
like
explain.
it's going to be mental.
You know what? I got it immediately. I loved how you explained and told me my notes are mental. Like they're mental notes. But like your brain went to be like, oh, I hope he doesn't think I have crazy notes. And on that note, the champagne's been popped. The wine is flowing. So you know where we're going. We're going on a backlot tour. And as with me always is my co-pilot.
You didn't introduce yourself.
Oh, fuck. I'm Captain Zach. And as with me always is my co-pilot, Beans.
Or Jana.
No. Dwight, you ignorant slut.
So we're going on a detour today.
I'd actually call this a major detour.
Yeah, it's pretty huge. Whenever
We drove off
talked
the
about
road. We drove off the road on a dirt road, and it was filled with blood and revenge.
whenever we said that we would do detours, I just always thought, maybe like Universal, not Disney.
This isn't my idea.
It was not your idea.
You're like, well, might as well do a pod of it. I'm like, if you want me to talk about John Wick, I will talk about John Wick.
Yeah, so we watched John Wick. I'm almost 10 years late to the party. I had never seen it. Zach has been asking me to watch it for years, and I've just been like, I don't need to.
Now you need to watch all of them.
Yeah, I do.
Because the next one's going to the lore. And the more of like the role of the Continental and all the other assassins that go along with it, and the whole world, the underworld, really.
So as we do with whenever we're talking about movies, we're going to assume that you've seen it and not explain everything.
I mean, most of these, except since we haven't seen John Wick 4 yet, and that's ultimately what's going to lead up to, I guess, everything else is going to be spoiler, because at those points, they'll be years old.
Well, yeah.
John Wick 1 was 2014? Yeah. It's if you haven't seen it, I don't think there's anything to spoil. Like, anyways, what is there to spoil? Everyone kind of knows what it's about, what happens.
Yeah. I don't know why I didn't watch this with you when you first watched it, because you said you didn't see it in theaters.
No, I just watched it after we got Dobby. So it's just right when we got him.
So it must have been when I was doing my tax internship at a public accounting firm.
Yeah, it busted through the ethos, and I was like, I have to see this movie.
And that was when I was working like 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. every single day. So.
Yeah, because I remember watching in the dark alone at night.
Yeah. So
and being like, God, this movie's so good. And they were not expecting this to be a hit, I'm pretty sure. Because it was probably a little lower budget than they're used to. And they were like, it's a shoot 'em up.
This was like a comeback for Keanu Reeves, I feel like.
Did he ever leave?
Yes.
When did he leave?
Bill and Ted, like, all but ruined his career. He had stuff after that, but like, he was not well received in Bill and Ted.
Wait, are you forgetting like Speed? Like, and a billion other movies that
you know
he was
what?
in?
Yes, I was forgetting Speed.
Wait a minute. So wait. In your head, after Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, not even Bogus Journey,
he did nothing.
You thought he did nothing?
No, I knew that there was stuff in there like.
Wait, you thought he did nothing of note? He was in Dracula.
Well, I said all but
Dracula. Bram Stoker's Dracula.
I can't imagine him being good in that.
Parenthood. Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. Bill and Ted Face the Music, which we still haven't seen.
Okay, you've proved me wrong.
Oh, there's so many. Oh, wait, I gotta wrap my head around this. You've been thinking this whole time that Keanu Reeves was like a failure after Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. That's pretty much what you thought. Yes. That he hasn't been in anything else.
Well, I knew he'd been in other stuff. I've seen some of the other stuff, like Speed and Speed 2. And
I'm sorry you saw Speed 2. Wait, he wasn't in Speed 2.
He wasn't?
No, he avoided it like the plague because he thought it was going to be stupid, and he was right. It was Michael Patrick, or the guy from Lost Boys.
And
Sandra Bullock was like, I'm going to be in this shit. And his Willem Dafoe was the villain.
Sandy can do no wrong.
Yes, she did. Ow.
Oh, that didn't catch. No, was someone with Diane Keaton where they actually dated for a while after that?
Is the one with Jack Nicholson.
Yeah.
I can never remember it because it's during the era when it was all just
It wasn't
like
a very good movie.
it was like as good as it gets, but it was like that kind of
Yeah.
like that just words like that, and I always get all of them mixed up. Oh, hold on, I'm gonna IMDb you. Oh, you don't look because I'm gonna be even more upset that you've just been thinking this whole time that Keanu has been a failure. The Matrix, holy shit, all the Matrix movies. What the fuck is wrong with you?
And I have seen them.
Oh my god.
I don't know.
Like, I don't understand now. Like the Matrix was massive. You're like, this is his comeback movie. What?
Was he in anything between like I don't
Yes.
know
Point Break.
2005 and 2014?
Okay, Point Break was huge. Oh god.
Okay, you know what? You proved me wrong.
Hold on. Toy Story 4.
I just knew he
I'm
was a
going
wonderful
backwards.
human.
I'm gonna go over the big ones, okay, that you probably actually heard of, because there's a few on here that I've not heard of. But like, oh my god, this is insane.
Okay, can we move past this?
There was Ronin, which was a failure actually. Day the Earth Stood Still was a failure because that was a remake. The Lake House, Scanner Darkly, underrated classic right there. Constantine, fuck that shit. Constantine's awesome. Constantine, Something's Gotta Give. That's the movie we're thinking of.
Yeah, something's got to
All the Matrix movies, which you were just Hardball, Sweet November, The Gift.
Oh, Sweet November was good.
This is the period where he was in Bad Guys, The Gift and The Watcher. Replacements. The fucking Replacements. That
Yeah, I
movie's
forgot about that
amazing.
movie.
Devil's Advocate,
Well, then maybe
Feeling
I just,
Minnesota,
like,
Chain Reaction, Walk in the Clouds, Johnny Mnemonic, Speed, Little Buddha, Dracula, My Own Private Idaho,
Okay, we don't need to go through
Point
his
Break.
catalog right now.
Bill and Ted, all of them. I don't. Whoa, man. All right, back to John Wick. We're 8 minutes in almost, and you're just like, you just blew my mind hole right now, thinking Keanu Reeves just sucks like shit this whole time.
I know he's a wonderful human being.
Yeah, we don't deserve him.
I know we don't.
But like, okay, back to John Wick.
If there's anybody who deserves happiness in this world, it's Keanu Reeves.
He's an interesting fellow. But yeah, I don't think they were expecting this to be a big hit, especially since they've made 4 now, and I think they're going to be on number 5 because they're like, we need to keep making these because they're doing so well. There's a few things I do not remember about this movie when I don't remember Willem Dafoe even being in it, and then he popped up and I was like, oh yeah,
I just kept thinking of Boondock Saints anytime I saw him. Just
there was
like
a firefight.
there was a firefight.
Yeah, I mean it's a shoot 'em up movie, so it's like,
Remember Shoot 'Em Up?
yeah, unfortunately I do. He killed someone with a carrot, not a pencil.
Okay, so I thought it was good.
That's it. All right, thanks everyone. Good night.
I thought it was a good movie. And surprisingly, it wasn't one that I needed like a calm down after. I thought it would be.
No, it's not like intense like that. It's
There were some things that bothered me,
like what?
mostly in like the second half of the movie. And I kind of talked about it last night when we were watching it, of just like,
Why don't the bad guys kill him?
yeah, why didn't they kill him when he was like knocked unconscious, and why didn't they kill him? Like do bad guys just need to do they just need to have the person they're after like aware that like I bested you and I need you to know this before I kill you?
I think that is the idea, because it's like those people that like go like, I need to get caught because I need everyone to know how smart I am. Because there's been serial killers that like do like slip ups on purpose so they can be like, I need everyone to know, because if they don't know, then what's the point? They're crazy.
Yeah.
This guy, I think, was just like, I think he was trying to reason with him initially. Could be like, hey, can we kind of put it all up behind us? And then like he's just like, oh, I can't reason with him. He's the devil right now. He's just a maniac. He's like, do I look
He's
civil?
a maniac.
But then it goes the completely opposite way when whenever John Wick does his stuff, he doesn't rationalize or argue with them. He just shoots them. Like when it comes to killing the son, finally, he's just like boom and doesn't even talk to him. He just says like, everything has a price, bitch, and then just shoots him. No pomp and circumstance. He just shoots the guy.
Which is wonderful.
Yeah, it's like that's what would actually happen. And then it goes to the flip side of that. Before that, with the dad guy, he's just like, oh, I'm gonna talk to you for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
While John Wick gets out. I also don't think he was expecting like Willem Dafoe to come in and save the day. So
Right.
I mean, they could have cleaned up that last half a little bit
Yeah, it was all mostly in the last half.
because it kept ending a few times. It felt like, but like,
It did.
I mean, I think the pacing was fine. The other ones, I'm gonna give you a heads
I
up.
don't need to talk about the other ones right now. We're just talking about this one.
This one was way less violent than the other ones.
Okay, but we're talking about this one, not the other ones.
I feel like, I think I remember it being a lot more violent than it was.
Like in the beginning of the movie when, they're just like, oh, we got to kill John Wick, and he sends the initial round of guys to his house and he kills them all and everything. And then like he goes down to his basement and he makes a phone call and he's just like, I'd like a dinner reservation for 12. Like I literally thought he was like making a dinner reservation. It didn't occur to me until probably
That was code.
20, 30 minutes later of just like, oh.
That's their
Because
code.
I kept being like, when's he going to dinner?
When's he dinner for 12 people?
Who's he meeting with? Is he going to get his own like force going?
Wow.
Yeah.
His own force.
Yeah.
His own posse.
Yeah.
No team ups until like the third one.
Yeah. I did not like how they were trying to make Mockingbird, Miss Perkins, all femme fatale kind of in it.
I mean, like you hate her, and then like she gets it. You're just like good, and there's no there's no pomp and circus. They're like, no, you broke the rules, and we're gonna shoot you in the face, and they do. Yeah. They just immediately shoot her in the head.
She was really annoying with how cocky she was.
Yeah, and that it was one of those things when I first watched it. I was like, oh, this is gonna like they're gonna drag this out, and they're like, nope, they're gonna kill her. They just straight up kill her because that's like the big rule that you can't conduct business on the Continental, like the grounds. You can't do it.
Also, like. One thing about the Continental, too, it's just like people know he's staying there. So what is stopping them, especially since he has this contract on him, of just hiding out like outside the Continental and waiting for him to emerge and just popping him off then?
Happens later.
But why wouldn't they do that in this movie?
Maybe there's secret exits that we didn't see. I can't remember if there's any. I'm sure there are weird ones, but like when a contract goes out, you'll see there's like a whole like underground system that happens, and there's more to the Continental. They go into it a lot. That's what the other ones are about, basically. So, and it goes into the rules more and like how everything works.
I also did not like how they gave him a much worse car.
They're like, here's a Challenger.
Here's like a new Challenger that's just like this douche mobile. Like, there's nothing cool about it. Like, why? Shouldn't he have wanted his original like SS Challenger?
He's going to get it back, yeah.
And what about his Mustang? Like that's how the movie should have ended. Like he got the pit bull and he gets his like Mustang back.
He gets his Mustang back the first thing in the second movie.
Yeah, well, it should have happened in this movie.
I don't know if they were expecting it to keep going, actually.
So then why wouldn't it have happened in this movie?
I don't know. I'm curious to know like if they had anything else planned out after this. Like it feels like the Pirates thing where it's like I don't know how they didn't think Pirates of the Caribbean was going to be a hit, but like this one, I don't think they expected it to be as big of a hit as it was. So like, I'm curious to see like if they were planning on like the director was like, I'm going to keep doing these kind of thing because it's like it's even called like Chapter 1, Chapter 2, Chapter 3. So I want to know if it was all mapped out because it's a big gamble, obviously. But yeah, it leaves you like a lot of loose ends, but it kind of ties them up pretty quickly in the next one.
I wouldn't call those loose ends.
Like the car was a loose end because that's all I'm thinking about. I'm like, where's your car? It's a special car to you. Where is it? And then it gets, that's the first thing they do in the next one. So they obviously were thinking about it.
I did like seeing Wesley.
In the same exact role.
Yes, Wesley from Daredevil. I don't know what his name was in this, so he's just going to be Wesley.
Wesley, Russian dude.
Yeah, the son's friend. Victor. I think that was his name.
I've heard a lot of the stuff you didn't like. Valid arguments. Makes sense. You don't want something stupid.
It was also a nice surprise to see Dennis. Which, again, I don't know what his name was in the movie, but Dennis from...
you don't see him in movies, usually.
Yeah, 30 Rock.
I've only seen him in 30 Rock and, like, progressive commercials.
Yeah, as Dennis. Well, kind of.
Dennis Dunphy, he's the same character in everything.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was fun. I also kind of am curious as to like, okay, these guys know that John Wick is going to kill him. They know that, like that why do they think they can defeat him? So then, like, at the end of the movie, when it's just Dennis and the Russian guy left, that when he's just like, go kill John Wick. And it's just like, does he legit think he can do that? I mean, he knows he can't.
Well,
he doesn't want to. And it's just like, why even try?
All the other assassins think they can anyways, and they try in the next one.
Yeah, they're cocky.
And it doesn't go well. I'm just going to tell you that because John Wick is there 2,
Well,
3, and 4. So they don't win.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert, they don't win. And yeah. I mean, I don't know what they're thinking because he's the boogeyman, the Baba Yaga.
Also, why are all clubs in these movies
I don't know.
so like
I feel like they've been the same club
seem
since,
like bathhouses?
since Blade. Like they've all looked like that.
Yeah,
Maybe they do look like that. We don't go to those though. Maybe that's what they do look like.
Well, I know in college I went to like a couple clubs in LA and it was
Was it like that?
no.
You're like, oh, it was just like that.
No. Like it was not like that whatsoever.
Oh, you're saying it wasn't like a...
But no, I mean, I didn't obviously I was going to clubs that allowed people under the age of 21 in. And
So you're not going to highly sophisticated like assassin clubs?
I never made it to one of those, no.
So we don't really know. Maybe it is like
true.
that.
That's true.
I mean, fair point. It could be exactly like that.
Yeah.
We don't know. Side note, what if these places do exist? I mean, assassins are real. We know there's hitmen.
That terrifies me, and our children are never allowed to leave our house.
Oh. I mean, what if there's an underground place, like a secret underground of like assassins like this that exists?
Underground Atlanta.
Underground. All right. I think we nailed it.
I mean, the thought of that terrifies me, but it also would not surprise me.
Did you like his new dog that he gets?
I mean, pit bulls are cute and sweet, but it's no beagle.
Yeah. I mean, it really sets that up in the first like 20 minutes. It really like gets you in the heartstrings. You're just like, Keanu gets to act a little bit more than he usually does. And then you're just like,
I didn't allow myself to catch feelings for the puppy since, I knew
Since
going
you knew it was
into
coming,
it.
yeah.
It's like, I'm not even going to look at you.
it was a bummer. But then I like this. I like all
It
this.
wasn't as brutal of a scene as I thought it would be, though.
I mean, it's probably how that would happen if you just kicked a dog like that. That's that
Well, he didn't
small.
kick him. He hit him with a baseball bat.
Yeah. It wasn't good.
Yeah.
But I liked all the setup after that of like the juxtaposition of him getting all his equipment and the dad just being like, telling him like, hey, you just killed John Wick's dog and you stole his car. And this guy is who you send to kill the boogeyman.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I liked all that setup. It was fun.
Yeah, it was good. I feel like Keanu barely had any lines in this
He doesn't have
movie.
many lines in any of them. Does he need to talk that much? There's no one.
I guess there's like a little more mystery around him being a man of few words.
He's very rarely with other people in the scene. Like there's more Ian McShane in the next ones, and there's more a few of his other like people that he like talks to. But
Who's
like
Ian McShane?
the head of the Continental.
Oh, okay.
He's a much bigger role in the next ones, along with like the concierge. Like he's in it a bit more, and then Halle Berry's got like a bigger
Halle
part.
Berry.
That was good in the third one. She's got 2 dogs.
Good for her.
Oh, it's a cool scene. It's cool.
I'm sure she's
not in it
wonderful,
that much, actually.
But I just think Storm, Catwoman.
I think she was okay as Storm. Catwoman was a misstep. I'll say a misstep. I'll be kind. But, so all in all, you liked this movie, though?
Yeah, I thought it was good, and I am open to watching the other 3.
I said 3. I was like, there's more. I was like, oh, yeah, there's a 4th one we haven't seen. I heard that one was like the best. So, I think with that, we've gone on a major detour.
Yeah.
I feel like a third of this episode is me just not understanding how little you know of Keanu Reeves' movie catalog.
I know it's there. I forgot.
I think the biggest one is The Matrix. I'm just like, you're like, this is his comeback movie. I'm like, comeback from what?
You know,
like from Bill and
You
Ted.
didn't even remember The Matrix until you saw it on IMDb.
I was so surprised that you didn't. No, I
Excuses.
said Matrix before that even popped up.
Well, we've got the audio recording to
play the tape back.
to
Because
figure that
I
out.
even start. I was about to start looking, and then I was like, Matrix. Oh man. All right. Well, it's a great.
Nope. There's a great big pretty okay tomorrow.
How come I didn't get to say it?
Because you gotta do the shining at the end of every day.
You just did both parts. I don't want to do it now.
No, do it.
No.
Do it.
Shining at the end of every day.